Hey, here at Kajun Reseller, if you give me an offer, and I'll take it.
I say, this is Johnny's place, where you can have it for no problem. I got the dollars.
Fixed income, no credit, bad credit. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, that's no problem.
Let them have it.
I've got my dollars and I sit in my best offer.
We say yes. See the special man. The easiest man on YouTube.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem.
Hello, and good morning on this Thursday morning. How is everyone doing? It is a crispy 45 degrees here in Massachusetts. First in the chat was Yarn again. Hello, Teresa. Good morning. Hello, and welcome, Seuss. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And there's Jennifer already dropping them links. There's our featured channel of the week. That will be changed tomorrow. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you doing? And Pam, hello, good morning, and welcome. And little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome. Lilith, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Stats. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Yes, don't forget today at 9:30, Dawn Southern Finds and Susie Woods go live from the doghouse. Let's see who else is here. Everybody saying hello to each other. Trying to get caught up in the chat here. Everybody saying hello. All right, today's calendar events are as follows. At 9:30, you have Dawn Southern Finds Dawn and Susie Woozy go live from the doghouse at 9:30. 10 o'clock is Stacey May W. Catitudes. I do have Adopted Retrospects and American Honey going live, but I don't think they've been going live lately. So I don't know what's going on. But again, if they do, it's at 9:45. At 11:30 is Jackass Retro. At 12 o'clock is Tea at Nana's, a solo sale. At 12 o'clock is Dawn and Mary go live. It's Two Hip Chicks. Then at 1 o'clock is Ella Saved Here First, and I will be the guest there on there. And there's 2 other guests, so she's got 3 total today. 3:30, Buying Space does unboxing. 4 o'clock is Dawn's channel with Denise and Josie's Place. Man, that's Creations by D. 5:20 is Jeff Crumpler goes live with his live show. 6:30 is Roy Dust Not Included and Janice. At 7 o'clock is The Vintage Hippie. 8 o'clock is Ancestral Beginnings, and that's Mary. 8 o'clock is Caucasian Sasquatch. 8 o'clock is also Old Times, Gems, and Antiques, Melissa. 8 o'clock is Scooter Renee LLC with her live auction. 9 o'clock, if they're still coming on, I think they're taking a break. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd flip that with their Reseller Showdown game show. 9 o'clock is Southern Siren Vintage, Jeannie. And at 9:30 is Veronica Midkay with her live show. If you have an event and you didn't hear your name, please let me know by going into the community tab where the calendar is and leave me a comment and let me know the name of your show, what type of show on your channel, and the time. And I'll be glad to put it on there for you. Buying Space, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, Johnny. Kim went live yesterday to explain her absence. Watch it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I've been watching her channel, but I didn't see anything because I know it's scheduled tomorrow for her TGIF buy down sale auction. They are in Las Vegas at a meetup. Okay, because I knew they were taking a break, but I wasn't sure how long. Good morning, Carol. Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. I'll have to look at that right after the show because I do have them still on the calendar, but I need to, because I've been messaging her and she did reply to one of my emails, like the first ones, but she hasn't said anything else or replied to any of my other messages. So I was just concerned that she's okay. Now today we will be doing Q&A all about Posh. As soon as Jeannie can make it, as soon as the grandchildren are off to school, she'll be here. So we will still do the Q&A all about Posh. Let's see here. I have the calendar for next month. I am going to be doing on the date is set now. It's going to be the 27th of November, only because the date was conflicting with others who had wanted to be on the show with me. So on the 27th is when I'm doing my 4-year anniversary, which I'm typing out on my calendar right now. And I'm trying to get everybody together to do a show then on the 27th. Let's see, 4-year anniversary, SARY. Operation. All right. And we'll probably start that at 1 o'clock-ish. 1:45-ish maybe. Where's that? 12:45. There we go. And okay, so I got it set there. So what I'm trying to do is get anybody who was a co-host with me or guest, if they can be on there, and we're going to do a whole marathon of auctions and get together and chit chat and have fun. That'll be on the 27th. Also, if you're interested in doing a clip for me, I plan on doing that before the week of Thanksgiving, because of course Thanksgiving is the 23rd this year. The 28th makes 4 years I've been doing YouTube. And so I want to redo the intro about the let them have it with no problem. And if you go to any of my videos in the description, there is a clip to show you the original commercial from New Orleans of the Frankie and Johnny furniture store, where I got that clip from and did my little skit. And if you would like to be part of that and you would like to submit me a clip of your creations, please do so by making sure it is in a MP4 file so I can create a whole new intro for that. And all are welcome. If you want to do it, do it. Send it to me. Newsmatics, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Grandma's just because I'll miss her today. There you go. Yep. Let's see. 8 o'clock tonight. Link for old time Jules Johnson. Okay, there's the link. Let's see here. Carol, are you still doing your regular shows anymore? Because I haven't heard from you to put anything on the calendar, so I'm just curious. But anywho, if you have any events and you're not on the calendar, please let me know by going to the community tab and leave me a comment. Let's see. Next week, if Glamour still has her show on the date, I hope she's feeling better by then. On the 26th is next Thursday. She is doing her show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is the Classic Crap All-Star Edition, last for the season this year. And I'm gonna be on there. No, okay, okay. I wasn't sure. You buggered that up? What? How you buggered that up? What you did? You put the wrong link? Oh, what happened here? There we go. So yeah, we're just waiting on Jeannie to get here, and when she does, we'll go to get started. I plan on doing a whatnot. I'm doing a correspondence this Tuesday, which I gotta set it up. The 24th. Let's see. Dawn and Mary go live at 7. So I'll end it at 7 to gonna train over to them. So that's 7, 6, 5. 5 to 6, 6 to 7. That's 2 hours. So I'll probably start it at 4. I'm gonna do jewelry. I'm doing jewelry. And on my buy it nows will be the comic books from last show, because I know some people were asking about comic books. So I'm taking the comic books and putting them in the buy it now column. And I'm gonna do jewelry for next Tuesday on my whatnot. And that'll be at 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Ooh, that's too long. 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 7. So it's about 3 hours. That's gonna be too long. I'll have to figure it out. But I'm gonna be doing it on the 24th because Tommy and Daz wants to do one prior to that, so they can do theirs, go over to mine, and go over to Dawn and Mary. So be on the lookout for that for next Tuesday. I gotta set it up today because I want to have it done before the weekend. So I gotta set that one up on the whatnot, and then I gotta set up another one for Posh, which will probably be Friday. To set that one up. Let's see here. Well, hello, Mark. How are you doing? F. I don't know what F means. I will be doing an auction on Monday at 10:30 with Touch. Really? Cool. Awesome. Oh, speaking of that with Touch, November the 7th, it is open. I have the list. If you are a member, November the 7th is our next one, but I did open it up for 2 more time slots. So we'll be starting that at 12:45. The first time slot is at 1 o'clock, and the last slot will be at 5:30. I already have the first two time slots taken. So if you want to be part of the members live showcase of Rapid Fire Round on November the 7th, which is the first Tuesday of the month, and that'll be on the first Tuesday thereafter, email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com and let me know you would like to be part of that as a member, but also give me a time suggestion or a few time slots that you would like. It's all in 30 minutes. So I can go ahead and fill that time slot at that time. And then before the confirmation, I'll send everybody an email. So as of right now, I do have 2 slots taken. So we have 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 slots left. And then I'll be opening up the one on the 27th as soon as I get all that lined up for the 27th. Let's see here. I was right there. And there's the Classic Crap link for the 26th, 6:45 Eastern. So wait, she moved it? She must be starting at 15 minutes earlier because I got 7 o'clock. Unless you're starting at 6:45 and I'm on at 7. I've got a lot going on right now with my daughter. Oh, okay. I got it now. Kind of read through the lines. All right, let's see here. Mark, I got your package. Be on the lookout for Buying Space. Buying Space has been doing a lot of unboxings. Like I think it's 4 days a week. And she's doing shout outs from those that she purchased from. And as Buying Space buys those, she does them into unboxings. Land Shark Picker. Hello, Craig. How are you doing? I see you. Craig, I'm here first. Following me around. All right, y'all. If y'all have questions about Posh, again, Glamor's not going to be able to make it today because she had some prior engagements. Hello, Anitra. Hello. I didn't make it up. It says 6:45. Okay, so she must have changed it. Unless she starts at 6:45 and I'm starting at 7. I have it on 7 on my calendar for me, I guess. So if you have any questions about Posh, again, Glamor's won't be here today, but we have somebody else who's just as experienced on Posh and knows a lot more than what I do. And so I'm glad that she was able to come on in and join us today. And that is none other than, which one of those y'all know, she's always in the chat answering questions and asking, giving us pointers and things like that. And that's none other than Jeannie Jumpstart.
Hi, everyone.
I got to remember to start saying your new channel name. It's like,
I know.
Okay, the other one.
Even for me, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
You got a haircut?
I did. It's kind of really short, but haircuts have gone up just like everything else. So it's like,
get it all at one time. That's right.
Get it cut.
All right. So all of Jeannie's information, double check, but I believe should be in the description bar below as far as even her Posh closet. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. It's going to be still Q&A all about Posh. And so we're going to try to get those answered for you today. And as I see them come in, I will highlight them as a star so I don't miss your questions. And before we get started, for those who may not know who you are, they are here, so they may be. Oh, they didn't go to school yet. Uh-oh.
No, but that's okay.
Give me a message. All right. For those who may not know you and your background, talk a little bit about what got you started, not only selling on Posh, but reselling, and how long you've been doing it. And talk a little bit more about your closet and how long you've been doing that with the
Well,
Posh.
let's see. With Posh, we have been on there probably about 4 years. We've been doing it 3 years full time. We started on eBay, went to Posh, and from there is history. Posh is, we found out that so much easier. Mike even does the pictures on Posh. He'll list on Posh. It's really been our number one money maker as far as our online. So yeah, so that's what we do. We are consistent.
All right, and all the information for the Jeannie and Mike are in the description. I just wanted to double check, including their Posh closet and their email.
Yeah.
All right, and so it is in the description bar below. So if you need to get to it or you need to reach out to her, you're more than welcome to. That is in the description. Hello, Janice. Hello. Good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Beans in the house. Yep.
Hi.
So I know you had mentioned it already, but it is, to me, I find since I started with Pod, it is one of the best and easiest to list, whether you're on your phone or your computer. What is the best way that you think is best for you? What do y'all use the most? Your phone to list, or is it both your phone and your computer?
Both. We take pictures on our phone, and then from there, Mike and I, we both do it different. Everybody does things different. I let him do his way. He does everything on his phone. He'll take the pictures, he'll go back and put the description in. And then usually the way we do it is I'll go back and kind of double check, just because he's a little bit, he wants to make sure all the keywords are there and stuff like that. So, and then I usually I take the pictures on my phone and I'll mass produce the pictures and put like the measurements in. And then I'll go back maybe even later in the evening or a couple days from then and fill in the rest.
I want to say thank you, Stats member, for 14 months. And thank you very much for always coming in and supporting the channel as well. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. I can't believe it's that long already. Yeah, I know. And so when you do listings, for example, do you do a lot in bulk? And then how much do you list of that bulk every day?
I always try to have at least 6 on every day. I don't know why 6, but 6 seems to be my number that I go for, that I put at least 6 on every day. And it's been too where, like if we don't have enough pictures to list, I'll relist something that's older just to make it new again. And so I'll copy the listing, take out the word copy, and then that way, if it's over 3 months, it'll shoot it back up to the top.
Oh, okay.
It'll kind of make it like a new listing.
Now, I do have a question because I've been looking for this answer and I have not been able to do it on my own. I know we had a little discussion about this last week about bulk editing or bulk in your Posh closet. Is there a way that I can do, because I noticed when I try to maybe reduce the price for like say 5%, everything in the store, it only wants to do it to those that are watching the item or like the item. Is there a way that I can actually do that without having to deal with those that are watching or liking the item? Or does it have to be just the likers?
You can actually have them like it. If there's a lot of people that will go on and style somebody, so you can actually like it for them in a bundle and then add different things to it if you'd like.
Okay.
But I use bundling quite a bit because especially there's a couple of people that actually come back, and if they put it in a bundle and I see it, then I'll mark it down. And you don't have to include discounted shipping.
Oh, you don't?
Not in a bundle. You don't have to. And so,
okay, I didn't know that.
And same way, if somebody likes maybe not your whole closet, because there's always somebody that comes in and loves everything in your closet. But if they like 2 things and they didn't respond to the 10% or whatever, I'll put them in a bundle and I'll give them like 15%.
Okay.
And so, and if on Posh, if you give 15%, that kind of messes with that 10%, because it has to be 10% over your last offer. So if you
Right.
give 15% just not in a bundle, then you have to go up to 25% for it to automatically send them the next offer.
I noticed that when I tried it at one, and it says you've already exceeded your offer. You have to go up another 5%. I did see that.
Yeah. So if you put it in a closet, or in a bundle, it doesn't recognize it on your regular thing. So.
Well, good morning, Donna. Hello, good morning, and welcome. So if y'all have any questions about Posh,
Good
today
morning,
is
everyone.
all about Posh. Yes, we have Miss Beans in today. That's Miss Jeannie. Jeannie and Mike. They did change their channel name. It is Dumpster Jumping Beans now. Good morning, Dee Dee. Hello, good morning, and welcome.
Good
So,
morning,
if you have
everyone.
any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. Also, if you need her information, or you need to email her, or you want to check out her Posh closet, all of that is in the description bar below. And so, what is your goal usually to keep in your store listed, or is there like a goal you set to always have listed on Posh?
Not since we've gotten it started. We really don't have a goal as far as a certain number, because of the turnover and everything. But it's always my goal to do six a day, and then that way, even though, like I said, even though I'm not taking pictures that day, you know how you take so many and then you just list. But yeah, that's what our goal is.
I'm noticing on the phone, because I do a lot of pictures in bulk as well. Like right now, I have a lot in my station that I took within the last couple of days that are not only for eBay, but for Posh as well. And I noticed that if you go on your phone, you can adjust each picture as long as you're doing one at a time. But you can add multiple pictures, but it won't let you edit or adjust pictures per, say you list up to 10 pictures. You cannot go back and do each one. You have to go back and do one at a time. And why is that? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I have tried to figure that out, and you can't. And it's not been since the beginning that you could even edit that first one, but now you can edit those ones. And I have found out, because of my silly mistakes, if you try to lighten it too much, it will blow that picture really crazy. Or if you try to lighten it, so it's best if you just kind of leave it, even if it's a little bit darker, leave it like it is. Because when somebody else goes and looks at it, it may look like out of it. Kind of, what's the word I want to say? Not disillusions it. It makes it look different.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes when I'm doing it, where I have to change it a little bit darker, because even when I see it on my phone, if I change it to like the third one, which I think is Chrome, some pictures, it makes it look distorted.
Yeah, distorted. That's the word that it was.
So what I do is I go down to the next one, the second one, which is, I can't remember the name of it, but it's 3 different ones, and I always use the second one if the third one makes it distorted. I don't like that. If I'm looking at a picture on my phone and I see that, I'm changing it before I add it. Now, one of the other things I'm noticing too, when going to do things as drafts, what I have done is, because you have to put pictures in there, so I'll start and I'll have like some set pictures, especially if I'm doing it on the computer first. I'll go ahead and add just a Posh picture that I have that says friends, just to put it as my first picture, so I can do it if I'm doing it on the computer. Because a lot of times I like the new feature where you can go and sell similar now.
Yes. I've done that. I've done that same thing.
Yeah. And then
or I've even taken a picture of, I don't know, napkins or something, whatever's close.
Right.
Just so that you can fill it out. But yeah, I do like to sell similar too.
Yeah. And then so what I do is I'll put this little set picture and I'll put it not for sale on the computer, so I can go back on my phone and finish it, and then do my final touches, then I make it live. So it's a little extra step, but for me, it's a lot better, because then I can actually get what I want and then do my pictures. My phone's full of pictures that I always download. So yeah.
And if you ever buy anything off of Posh and you want to resell it, you can use the same pictures as what you bought it. Did you know that? I thought that feature is really nice.
No, I did not, but I do have a question that I noticed. Let me go to my Posh here. What is reposh?
That's what that is. If you buy something off of Posh and you want to resell it, or you don't like it or something like that, you can reposh it, which you're using exactly the same listing that you bought it from.
Mhm.
And so you don't, you can change it whichever way you want to or anything like that. So you don't have to make a totally new listing.
Oh my God, y'all. Hello, James. How are you doing? Look who's in the chat, y'all. James. I knew it was him when I saw the comment about doorknobs. How are you doing, James? Good to see you, sir.
Doorknobs. That's like my napkins.
He was on YouTube when I first started. He was in the group that we used to watch and do the morning shows with. Are you still in Mexico, James? Good to see you, sir. I am so glad to see you. You don't lick them anymore. Oh, you don't lick them anymore, James? Well, good to see you, sir. How are you doing? Are you still doing YouTube? Because I know for a while I was watching your videos, and then all of a sudden I didn't see no more come up. I'm still subscribed to you. Wow, you didn't do a video in 2 years? Wow. Well, welcome back, and I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well for you, because I know I've been kind of watching some of the videos you had put out. Yep. So yeah, with the Posh though, wouldn't you want to update those pictures so you don't have the same pictures as somebody else though?
You can still update them. It'll be just like you're listing it. You can actually even put it and make it for your drafts. You can save it as a draft and go back and change whatever you want to.
Yeah, because like the one I did buy something from a store, a live sale a couple of weeks ago, and it was for a great price because it was 2 items and I got it for a good deal. But I don't like their pictures.
Yeah,
so
you can
change. Wondering if I can do that.
You can change. You can change whatever you want to about that. Just put it in your drafts and just go for it. Go.
Let's see. Oh my God, James, I'm sorry to hear that. Another leg amputated. Some more thumbs and fingers back in Michigan. Well, welcome back. And there's his link if y'all haven't checked it out. He's got a lot he's been doing on his channel, y'all. He was in Mexico for quite a while, traveling back and forth. So it's good to see you back, James. So if anybody has any questions that has to do with Posh, please feel free to ask in the chat. Let's see. I think those are my own questions that I definitely had since the last couple of shows. The last show we had where I was kind of been being nosy, so to say, and checking out some things. James, I need to give you a wrench, dude. Are you living in the same area, James? It's so good to see you again, sir. I say that because you are. Yes, we missed you, James. So if anybody who is thinking, no thumbs, can't use the wrench. Oh my Lord, Jesus, James, you still got the brain freeze. I forgot what it was.
I know we were talking 1 week about listing like for a certain price and like a price point, a certain price point. Like if you're gonna do like, go ahead.
You come up with like a little system when pricing. Tell us a little bit about why you do that. Well, you did talk a little bit about that, I think, last week.
Yeah, because and I even actually did my own little study thing on how to, I don't know if you call it a study, but I marked, if you're going to mark something like, say, $20, do the 25, mark it to the 25, because people will search for a certain price point. So what we do is we'll look for those price points. Like if it's from 0 to 25, and then it goes from 25 to 50. If you put it on 25, it'll get both of those searches. And so that's kind of what we've started to do, is just to bump it to the 25. And it's even from 24 to 25, people will see that are looking for that price point more. I don't know why they bump it more, but I did probably, I don't know, it was probably about 4 or 5 months that I listed 2 items, the same item twice, one for the lower price and one for right on $25. And the one for 25 sold like 90% of the time more than what the other one did.
All right, so
Or
that brings us to my
faster.
next question. You just said you listed the same thing twice. Well, you
Yeah,
could
because
list
I
it twice.
wanted to see whether or not which one would sell faster. So
But
I
you only
put
had
one,
one of those items?
only had one of the items.
Interesting. Okay.
But and I knew to be careful because like even when you cross list, you have to be careful to make sure that if that item sells, you take the other one off as fast as you can.
Yes.
So I don't recommend doing that.
Right.
Unless you are like right there on it. But yes, I listed the same item for 2 different prices. And the one that was for the 25 would sell, like I said, 90% of the time faster than the one that was for 24 or 22 or, something that was right around that.
Yeah.
That amount.
Since you said that last week, the things that I have been listing, because I don't know why, but I have that number of 6 to 10 listings a day. If I can do 6, I'll do 6. If not, I'll do 10, depending on what I can do for the day. But minimum of 6, max of 10 per day. In the last couple of days, I've been doing that in my mindset. Okay, do it in an even number. So far, nothing's happened. But again, I haven't listed yesterday either. So it was a busier day for me than usual. But I have done that and to see if it works. But I plan on going through all of my items because I have some things listed for 32. I'm gonna bring it down to 30. I want to retype some things and bring it down a little bit. I want to say hello to Colleen. Hello. Good morning and welcome. It could be afternoon.
Hi, Colleen. Are you up this morning? Woo.
I know. I'm surprised. It's early for her. Let's see. James says, I'm living in a veteran apartments in Battle Creek. Hope to get back to Mexico when I'm healthy enough. Yes, definitely. Well, it's good to see you. Hello, Amy. Hello. Good morning and welcome. And how you doing? Well, hello, Tommy. Y'all listen. Y'all need to make sure y'all following Tommy. I was on there watching their Whatnot last night because it was the first time that Jaslyn their daughter did the first T-shirt live auction on Whatnot. Got to go check it out. They got a lot of plans on other shows coming up soon. So definitely check them out and make sure you follow them on Whatnot. Alive. That's all that matters. Thank you for you're welcome, Tommy. I had fun last night too. There's a couple things I'm going to talk to you about though for that. I'm trying to set a time, so maybe after the show because I definitely want to get that done today for my next Whatnot on the 24th. So let me ask you this: when you're listing things, is it because I see some people are listing some items very high, but when you go to search for it, they're not selling for that much. So is it good to cushion it a little bit higher and then take offers? Or where's your take on that?
The way that we do it is I will go. That's a good question because I'll kind of play around with that too. I won't go too high. I won't go crazy high that but some people go on there, and I actually have a niece that if it's too low, she's not going to buy it just because that's her mentality is, there has to be something wrong with it. Even if it's new with tags, it's like, but no, I usually try to price it just a little higher than what it's selling for as long as I make a profit because I'm going to go down at least 20%. Right. I'll go down 10% first, but then if it hasn't sold in a while, I'm going to go down for sure 20%.
Right.
And so, yeah, I don't make it crazy. Now, if there's nothing out there, then yeah, I'm like you, because I think you've said it before. You've put things on kind of for a high price, especially if there's nothing else out there to compare it to.
Correct.
Go higher because you can always go lower. But
well, there's some things I've put in there where that I can't find it anywhere. And then there's some that I find, but I may have it new with tags or it's still new, whereas others are either gently used or used. So that's when I kind of brace that price. But I try not to go more than 10% over the rest of the prices that I'm seeing even used, depending on what it is. Yeah, that's how I kind of base my price.
Yeah. And there are people that go in there and sell everything for $10, no matter if it's something that's a little bit higher price. So, on Posh, it's a lot of social, and there are a lot of people that go on there and just sell things from their closet. So they're ready to get rid of it. They're not professional resellers. So
yeah. Let's see here. If you have any questions about Posh, please ask in the chat. We want to make sure we get those answered for you. They're talking back and forth. Yeah, it is good to see James. It's been a while, a long time. One of the things I want to mention too, because we had a conversation and question, I think it came out either yesterday or day before yesterday. Just like with Whatnot, when doing sales, any type of sales, either in a closet or a live sale, what is the main goal? Because I see some people, like something I purchased, even though it was a Saturday, I understand the mail didn't pass on Monday, but it didn't get shipped till Wednesday. Then I was supposed to get it on Saturday. I didn't get it until this past Monday. Now, again, the excuse was, well, it was a holiday. Well, I understand that.
Right.
The label was not created and shipped out till Wednesday. What is the guidelines that we should be doing when shipping that kind of stuff out? Because we don't get paid until it's been delivered and 3 days later. Right.
Our thing is to ship it the next day if we can, print that label. We don't, well, Mike's my shipper and he's still in bed, by the way. It's usually in the morning, we'll ship whatever has sold the day before. And as far as like the weekends, we'll do it Monday morning. But Posh, I thought they only gave you 3 days and then they start saying, hey, do you want to cancel this order and stuff like that. We haven't come across that because usually if for some reason, like we had a bib that I couldn't find. So I messaged the customer and said, hey, I can't find this. Do you mind? Do you want me to cancel or will you give me another day? And they were fine with waiting another day. And I found it. Thank goodness.
Oh God. Yeah,
that's when we were reorganizing everything. Right. So yeah, I thought it was only 3 days that you really have to ship out before Posh starts saying, hey, is there a problem and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But we have had problems with our mailman lately. If we put something in our mailbox, they may not scan. It may not get scanned until it gets to the next place. Like if it's going to, I don't know, Texas or somewhere, it's not getting even scanned in until it gets to the next place. So.
And what I have done for that problem is I'll take the tracking number. I'll go to USPS.com and I'll go to the tracking and I'll put that tracking number in. Then when it says, do you want to get updates for your package? You can click underneath there's two boxes. One that says, what is it? Phone, text, or email. I click off all for emails. And then I put my name, but I also put in the description. Is it from Posh? Is it from eBay? Or online in the description of who you want to put the name in? And then I'll put that in the description. Then I'll put my email. Then when you hit submit, every time thereafter, it's like it gives it an automatic wake up.
Oh, okay.
Into the system where it's starting to get scanned along the way. But I haven't done it too much, but I have done it in times where, nothing, it's sticking. It's like it's just sitting in this location.
Right.
That's tough. Our mail person scans right on the porch. Thank God. Yes, ours does.
Yes. No, ours doesn't. And I had told Mike, I said, the next time that we put something from out front, because usually if there's only one or two things, we'll let them do it, is I'm going to run out there and say, hey, do you mind if you scan this first?
Yeah.
And see whether or not. But we did have one that, and I don't know if you've run into this at all, where the customer has not picked up. They refused delivery, but they didn't want it to be returned. So it was, and this just happened last week. So it was stuck in the post office for probably, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. And I actually had mentioned to Posh that, hey, this sender refuses to take, or this customer refuses to take this. And they released payment to us. And the customer actually picked it up the next day from the post office. They just,
interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't on hold because the mail was not delivered or whatever. They just refused. It even said in the thing, customer refused package delivery delay. And that's the first. Have you ever had that happen to you? That was the first time we ever
only had that happen on eBay, but kind of found out then it was returned to me 7 days later, because the customer moved.
Oh, okay.
Even though it said it was refused, the customer was not at that address anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was returned to me, but it took almost a month before I got it back. But yeah, that did happen.
Okay, because that's what happened.
I had it on Posh.
So we, every once in a while, and I don't do it as often as what I should, is I'll go back in and make sure that everything got delivered, just to make sure. I try to do it at least once a week to make sure that everything got delivered, because if not, your money's just like being held there. And
well, for those that don't know or are thinking about getting into Posh, just like Whatnot, when you get started, every time you make a sale, whether you do a live sale or online on your platform, you are not going to get paid until one is shipped out and there's a tracking number. And then after it has been accepted, the customer accepted the package, then they have 3 days to rate you or accept that they took the package. If they don't do it within 3 days after delivery date, then Posh will automatically release it. Same thing with Whatnot. Yeah, same thing with Whatnot. And then you'll get paid.
Whatnot does that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I automatically ship it out the very next day. It's a habit.
Yeah, that's what we do too, because you don't want to get too far behind.
And for me on Saturdays, as long as it comes in, if I get a sale before 11 o'clock, it's going out the door because my post office closes at 11:30. So I only live 2 minutes away. So I don't mind going to two minutes away and going to the post office and drop that off if it's before 11 o'clock. Anything after that is going out Monday. But one thing I do like with Posh, you can still print the label after Saturday evening, and it'll put it in for Monday's date.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. Have y'all decided to or have thought about going and doing any Posh lives? Or have y'all signed up for it?
Who, us?
Yeah.
Or anybody in the chat?
Well, you and anybody. Yeah.
We have, we've been in several, like you did, where we'll go in and we'll
share.
Yeah. And we'll jump in somebody else's. And we were asked to do one when it first started.
When it was in beta form?
Yeah, when it was in beta form. And I actually went through the whole thing, and there was a glitch. There was some type of glitch that I don't know if it was on my side. Posh said it was on their side, but I kind of feel like, no. My answer is no.
Okay.
I haven't done one. I've been thinking about doing one just to kind of like you did, just kind of get your feet wet and see how easy or hard it is. It's just a matter of time.
Right. Yeah. I do plan on doing more of those, but I think my next one's going to be an auction on my side, and then I'm going to do another share show because I want to get my hands wet and figure that out. Get better.
Share show.
Yeah.
How did that go? Was it easy to set up and everything? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to use multiple devices though. Like whatever you start with live, you have to do it on the phone to go live.
Okay.
You have to do a phone device. You won't be able to do any other devices. I did try that on my first one, and then I realized it kept saying no camera was acknowledged. Well, then kind of find out it's because I didn't hit go and start it on the phone, which I have a device set up right up here directly for me for that. And then you have to start it there, but you can do everything else from other platforms like a computer, laptop, or tablet. And then you can enter your items. What it is that when you submit your items, you have to click on it, and then it gives you as the host, it'll give you to go to that list, and you have to check them all off. One thing I learned is that you cannot delete everybody until you hit that 50. Like, you know, I was trying to get y'all to list more.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't let me because I could not, even if I did it, it wouldn't let me because I didn't reach 50 in the tray yet. So you have to reach 50 in the tray to be able to start deleting to let more come in.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of the things I messed up on, which I wanted to learn that so that, yeah. Let's see here. Dawn, hello, good morning, and welcome. Don't forget to go live at 9:30 from the doghouse.
Hi, Dawn.
Good morning. Unable to say hi to everyone getting my infusion. Hope everything goes well. All right, let's see. Be guys. Yes, today at 1 o'clock, I am on Ella's show. The doghouse will not be until 12:30 today. Okay. So it's not at 9:30. Thank you for letting us know. Hope everything goes well for you. All right, I did put the link in the chat if you would like to come on and promote your channel and or talk about the topic of the day, which is pop. You're more than welcome to. The link is at the top. I do ask that you please make sure your camera is on. 2 days in a row, I had to delete somebody from and ban them from the thing because they came in at one name and it was showing you in a different name. So it ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna come up with that. Hello, Amy. Amy will also be on the show with me today on Ella's migraine infusion. Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah. Amy's gonna be on the show with me today on Ella's, and Mom Knows Treasures. Us three are gonna be on the show today.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
You guys will have fun.
Yeah. And so the thing with Posh, though, I love how easy it is. And then at the time you're doing your show, you can go up to 50 items in your tray. And then when you're done with that, if something you want to remove something, then you can add some other stuff. But the thing I don't understand why you have to, which you can do if you say, for example, I'll pick up these earring holders and I want to add it to the auction. You can add it to your tray, but it won't be with a picture because you're doing it right there on the spot.
Okay.
Or you can just pull it from your store. So as long as, remember, anything you list, you know how sometimes, which I don't have anymore, thank God, when you go to list something, it has to be in your store 30 minutes prior to a live show.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how they do sometimes where they say your item's in review?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when a show. So they always recommend, which was something that I watched on that portion because I had a question on that. You have to make sure you list your item on your store 30 minutes prior to your live in case if you want to pull it into your tray.
Oh, well, that's good to know because then that way you know.
Listed and you add it in the tray at the time of your show, it may be that you're going to get, okay, it's in review for 30 minutes to an hour. So you're going to be messed up because you can't show it until it's in review. So now you got to be careful.
And that must be a lot for people that are newer. I haven't had anything in review for a while.
Well, I'm glad to say I'm almost at 200 listings.
So you're there.
And every time I go to list now, which has been about 3 weeks, I've been watching it from when I do list because I do about 6 to 10 a day. It tells me it's already live. It doesn't tell me it's in review no more.
Oh, okay.
But still, if I'm going to do something for the show, I want to make sure I have it listed just in case.
Because then that way you have it.
Yeah. Because I'm pulling everything from my store, so I don't have to sit there and add it in the store, in the live. All right, Glenn, have a great day. Don't work too hard. Good morning. All right. Duct tape and Velcro are great for kids. Hello, Angie. How are you doing? Good morning. Hello and welcome. Good to see you. So out of curiosity, for those who are thinking about getting into Posh, what would be your top, say, 3 tips for those who have not done it yet and thinking about getting into Posh to list? What would be at least top 3 tips to give somebody?
My first one would be just do it. Just do it. Like, just list something, put it on there, and once you have that first one on, especially if you're a reseller on any other platform, if you put that first one on, you'll see how easy it is to do it. Be consistent and share. You really have to, it's a community type platform to where they really want you to interact. So you do have to share. If you don't share your items, they might get sold, but mainly is to share your stuff. Do it, share. That's the main two things.
Yeah, and I noticed too. I try to share, especially when it's somebody new that I find that's in my closet that's been watching, or they share stuff out of my closet. I'll go into their closet and I'll share the first 4 to 8 items across the board.
Yeah. And that's especially when you're just starting out, is sharing other people's closet. It looks like you're interacting. Does it have a whole lot to do with your sales? No. In fact, I don't really share anybody else's out unless somebody, comes on and shares like 3 or 4 of mine, and I know that they're newer, then I'll go in and share their stuff. But it just goes to, and you can check it yourself too, as far as sharing, like it out on a feed, like if you want to go on your thing and share it, you share your closet, or you share something in yours goes back to the top of the list. But if you share somebody else's, it goes to your feed. So if I share yours, it's going to all the followers, but it's not going if somebody's searching for it. So
let's see. Old time Gems. Hello, Melissa. Good morning. Hello and welcome. One thing I have to say, since I've been starting on Posh, and I've been sharing closets out and meeting new people and going into those lives just to see how others are doing their show, I have met a lot of people from Louisiana.
Oh, have you really? Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
Who are we sharing to? When you go to share, you share to your followers. Like if you're sharing somebody, it goes to your followers, people who are following you, is where it usually shares. For example, I'm going to show this on my side. Whether you're doing your own item or somebody else's out of another closet. See right here on the top right here, go to your items. For example, I'm going to pull this one up. If I want to share this item, which I just clicked the wrong thing. If I want to share this item, come on. I just go right here to the little arrow right here, the little circle arrow. And if you click on it, it'll share it to either those that you're following individually, or you can do to all your followers. So now it's shared to everybody who's following me. Now, if I go to my news feed, be careful on your news feed, because every now and then they'll have things going on up here. It's always going to be in different colors. Make sure you watch those type of things, because I've heard several people in our chat in the community who even won money from doing these little things that they have here. So be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. But for example, let me find somebody. You can see a picture right here with something that somebody shared. For example, this person shared that item out, and this person shared that same item out. So if I go to their closet, I'm going to open in a new tab. And I'm going to their closet. And again, I'm not following them yet, so I will. And then when I do this, I'm going to share their items into my followers. So when you do that, it'll be to all yours who are following, followers who are following you. And when you click that, it'll share to everyone who's following you. And that kind of gets them out there for those who don't know who this person is, maybe. And I just go across and do the first 4, depending on what those 4 items are. There's certain things I do not share. But anywho, and that's how you would to do that. And it goes to your followers, who's following you.
And there's actually a share settings on your app. Let's go. There's a share settings on your app to where you can. Hold on, I'm just combobulating. Hold up. You can click that share settings, and you can actually share it to different platforms.
I didn't know that on the phone.
And it'll actually automatically share it to those platforms if that's what you want to do. If you have If you have Instagram, you can connect it. You can connect it to Facebook. And
Come to think about it, I have used that on certain listings that I've done it and asked me if I want to share it, especially when I finish it on the phone.
mhm.
But I asked if I want to share it to those platforms, and that I did do, but I didn't realize it's a setting in your phone on the app.
Yeah, you can set the different ones to
I like that.
do it. And I think I might be totally way off, but I have tried that before, and then I've Googled it, and it's actually come up on my. I don't see it on my Instagram like right away, but if I hold on, just we've got talkers in the background if you guys hear that. But it'll come up if you Google it. Your item will actually come up. So
I was just going to say that as long as you're sharing it out, I noticed if I go to Google and I'm looking for a particular item, my items are right there at the top on the Posh. I love it.
yeah, I know.
Amy says my sales were pretty stagnant on Posh until Johnny mentioned that you can help, and it helps to share. I spent a few hours following and sharing my items, and bam, sales started rolling. Again,
That's it.
it's not for everybody, but for me in the morning when I'm waking up and having my coffee, I'll go through that newsfeed bell, and I'll go through like the first 2 rows of clips. If somebody's sharing my items, I'm sharing theirs. If somebody's starting to follow me, and I'll go check their closet out, I'll follow them. But I do that on a daily basis for maybe 30 minutes while I'm trying to wake up. Then I go into my emails and stuff like that. So since I've been doing Posh, I do that every day, only for like 30 minutes. And that's just while I'm waking up drinking my first large cup of coffee.
I haven't had mine. Mike's, I just heard him getting out of the bedroom. So maybe he's going to make coffee.
Awesome. But yeah, it does help.
Mhm.
But try anything, anything you can try is good. It's better than not trying at all.
Yeah.
All right, question from Chuck. Chris, do you use a bot for Posh?
I used to pay for a bot, and it does. I mean, it did help, and it probably helped a little bit more, but I use Flip now. And I think, Johnny, you use Flip. You can go in. I have such a large closet. It's doesn't go all day long because Posh will put you in Posh timeout. If you share too much in one day, I think 10,000 items a day is like the limit. Well, if you have over 1,000, I know I have about 1,000 items now. So yes, I use Flip to share, and it's free. You can, I think, Johnny, you have your link, don't you, in the description for Flip?
I'm trying to get my because for some reason my whole screen got too large over it. But anyway, in my description bar below, I do have a Flip where it's free. If you have a Posh closet, you just have to go in and combine and link your stores into it, and you can pull anything from the different stores. For example, you can do I'm having issues here with my thing here. Come on, there we go. Now minimize it. Yeah, all of a sudden I did something wrong, and my whole screen went to. I have a big monitor, and I went to do this, and it just went over the whole board, and I couldn't get to it. All right, let's go here. All right, let's see. Posh. Move this over. All right, there we go. Now we're back in business. With Posh, I do it for free, and I do have a referral link in the description bar below. That when you go to the description and you use it, it's for free. You do have to go ahead and list your items. I'm getting that link right now, unless Jennifer already got it and I didn't see it. Not yet. Okay. I use Flip also. Okay. So if you use Flip already, then yes. And what you do is on your, if you're on Posh, you do have to link your closets to it. Now, I don't have, like I said, I only have like 194 items on my closet. So let me add this. I'm going to show you. When you go to your items, you can link, and right now it's Posh, Mercari, eBay, Facebook, Etsy. Coming soon will be Depop and Shopify. But what you want to do is you're going to go to your items, list your items, and it'll tell you what platforms you have it on. Remember, it does not pull it from the opposite platform that you have it listed for if it sells on one platform and you have to go back and delete it from the other. But when you go up here to the little thing that says share, I have it set up for every 2 hours. From 2 to 10 every day. And as you see right here, and I don't know why I'm having this issue with my mouse. Every day it's going to start running right here. And then when I wake up in the morning, I see that it stopped because I have it stopped at 10 p.m. at night, which I thought I had. Oh, yeah, I do have AM. I got to change those times because I want it to run during the night. But I guess I need to go back and change it. But you can change these automatically. And you can also do automatic offers. If you want to send offers to watchers or anybody, and you can set up the way you want to where it can be for no more than the new ones and sending you a like to an item. And I set it for 60 minutes. And then again, and that's what I have mine set on. But you can also change that. You can set it for wherever you want. But when you go to share it, once you have your closets linked, it can automatically share. And you just set it for timing. And you set your time. And it's done. Now, one thing you got to remember, do not shut off and shut off your computer completely. If you do that, it stops sharing. So just remember that. And then it's free.
Yeah, that's what, like I said, that's what we went to. And I really like it. The other ones, in fact, somebody, one of the places asked us to try theirs out. And so this one is called, I just had it, Posh Sidekick, and I really like that too. And it's another sharing bot, but you can share and you can cross list and things like that. So, like I said, they emailed me and said, "Hey, will you try this and say something about it?" Well, I can't say anything about it until I try it. So,
right,
it's.
Yep.
But I do like the bots. But you will, if you share too many times, you will get it in timeout. For some reason, if you go on there and you cannot list anything or you can't share, it'll say unable to share. You are in timeout.
Yeah, you have to leave it open if you're running it. Now, when I close mine, it stops. But I do have it stop, and I need to change the times because I really want it to run at night during the morning time. So I need to change that. So I will be changing that today because I thought I had AMs in there, but I don't. But I will be changing it. And is Sidekick an app or a PC only?
It's an app. And I, like I said, I just started using that, and it does continually. I haven't used it for cross listing because I just wanted to see how it would work as far as sharing my items out, and it does get. Another one
now,
that
are you able to set your times that you want it to run, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can actually set it to where you want, and it's actually on your phone, and you don't have to have anything open. That's the nice thing. But Closet Tools I used for probably up until till Flip started coming out, and I really like that because you left it open. It sent things. It did the captchas. If the captchas came up.
All right, we have a membership coming in from Sailor Stacker. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And it's going to It's Me, Angie. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Sailor Stacker, for that membership. Greatly appreciated. This is for you. It's time for a morning share there.
Let them have. You got the dollar? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Very much and greatly appreciated. And this is for you. It's me, Angie.
Attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Kajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you.
Okay.
Very much, Sailor Stacker. All right, y'all, we have a special guest coming on. Haven't seen in quite a while. And so it looks like he's back at home, relaxing, and the same old, and it's none other, and it's coffee in his hand, none other than James. Happy Adventures. How are you doing? Got your coffee in the hand?
Yep.
So how did it feel to be back in the States? And I hope everything's going well for you and your adventure here.
It sucks being here in the States. I'd rather be in Mexico. Yeah, it's too dangerous here in the States.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, they have all these mass shootings and stabbings and everything. Yeah, it's much calmer in Mexico.
Yeah, it's getting pretty bad around here.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm half a thumb, another half thumb, 3/4.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
1/4 of a finger, and yeah.
For those who don't know your story, because I watched you, and I also, believe it or not, which I find interesting, since
Which
I heard about
stories?
your story when you used to be on YouTube a lot and you had told your story, believe it or not, now I see a lot of commercials for the same thing you have, and I've never seen it
Yes.
before until recently. So talk a little bit about
Yeah.
that.
Berger's disease, which they say, they thought it was caused by smoking cigarettes. And yeah, your veins explode. There's no cure, and only treatment is amputation for pain relief.
Yeah.
But now they're doing research in Mexico and Ireland showing that it may be hereditary.
Oh, really?
But it's still too rare to do any research here. So, c'est la vie.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything, the VA will cut off anything I need. But rehabbing, they charge me.
Really?
They charge me $1,000 a month to stay at the facility for rehabbing.
Wow.
And catch this, I looked at my bill, and there's 2 months when I was here in December and January, or November, the end of November, the first part of December, and had to leave. Well, if you stay 7 days of a month, they charge you for the whole month.
Wow.
So because I was here for a week in November and 2 weeks in December, that's 2 months that they charge me for.
Wow.
I thought, well, I should have done it the whole month of November instead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came back again for another leg amputation, and they told me after 90 days I had to leave because I didn't qualify for long-term care. So they kicked me out. And I said, well,
Really?
okay, well, I'm going to go to Las Vegas because it was cheaper to stay in Las Vegas than it was staying here in Michigan at a place that has wheelchair accessible. So
Right.
went to Vegas for a couple of weeks. Had a fun time. Yeah. Played some poker tournament for the first time in like 10 years. 200 and some odd people. I ended up 37th and won some money. So yeah, that kind of offset all the losses that I had on the other places. But yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm back here in Michigan. I got this nice apartment that they have for veterans only. And yeah. So I moved in here a couple weeks ago, and I'm saving to go back down to Mexico for half the year.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So is there better health care down there? Or
Yes, actually. Yeah. It's all out of pocket for me down there, but it's much better. Yeah. Yeah. Better quality of life and better living conditions, better food. As you know, my food porn videos I did.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of those. Little Debbie says it's not about the hamburgers.
There's this one place that was just down the block from me. It's called Flamante Burger. They had my favorite one was a beef patty, pineapple, avocado, and lettuce. And it was the Dulce Vita burger. And it was a Betty Boop type theme restaurant. Everything was Betty Boop all around the wall, and had Betty Boop cartoons playing on one screen.
Wow.
And yeah, it was a burger place, but it was great burgers for I think it was like $4.80 for burger, fries, and a milkshake.
Wow. So you have any plans on, now that you're back in the States for a while, to do anything else on YouTube right now?
I don't know. There was some things I was thinking about doing. Some people suggested I do some things, and I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, because you have what, 325 videos on your channel now.
Yeah, something like that. I was mostly for the morning show I did in Mexico, and then a lot of food videos and dessert reviews from Mexico. Yeah.
Okay. Well, real quick before Jeannie has to go, Jeannie, I want you to go ahead and promote yourself, what you have going on your channel, as well as her information is in the description bar below, including the YouTube channel, her Posh Closet, and her email if you need to reach out to her for any questions. Again, she's here today to help us because Glamwell's couldn't make it. So go ahead and promote your channel and what you do and all that good stuff right now.
All right. First of all, it's nice to meet you, James. We are on Poshmark at Beans. You can just find us there, and we are doing dumpster diving videos, as you can tell by our change of our name. We love it. We are growing, so make sure you go over and check us out. We're putting out a video a day, except for on the weekends. And so you'll have to check us out. And thank you so much, Johnny, for having me on this morning. I learned so much from you guys.
And so is it you getting him to jump in there more, or is he getting you to jump in there more?
He's never gotten in. He's threatened to before. And I was thinking, I can get in. I cannot get you out.
All right. Again, they have the same channel, just changed their name recently. And there's the link if y'all want to check it out. It's amazing on the stuff y'all find in those dumpsters and what y'all do with them. So yeah.
Yeah, we get to help a lot. We get to help a lot of people out, and we save money at the same time. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for stepping in today. And again, remember, you're always welcome to come on any Thursday that we do the Posh, or any morning that you would like to come on. Hello, we see your hand waving.
He might as well show his face.
Hey, good morning. And thank you for coming on and being part of the show today.
All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Talk to y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. And again, her information is in the description bar below. And if anybody else would like to come on, you know I can hold up to 10 people on the panel. The link is at the top of the chat. Please make sure your camera is on so I can verify that it is you. And if I cannot verify that it's you, you won't be able to come on. Now, once I go to say your name and your channel, you're more than welcome to take the camera off if that's what you choose to do. I had that problem 2 days in a row, but somebody tried coming on with someone else's screen name in the chat, but I went to verify who they were. It wasn't the same name, so you can't come on. So, anywho, so
I don't know why people do that.
I don't know, but I ain't taking no chances. I ain't got time for that no more. I worked too hard to get this one here, and it's almost 2 years I've been having this one redone because I lost the first one. It ain't gonna happen again. And so yeah, I gotta be cautious. Be careful.
This is the first time I've been on StreamYard in quite a while, and they have changed things around. Yeah,
it's a lot of new features. Some features they updated, some features they took away with, thank God, because some of it wasn't working. Now, even in StreamYard, like when people do super chat, super stickers, or gifts, it actually now shows in StreamYard where it didn't do that before.
Yes, I see that on the side. You have the comments now from the YouTube put into the StreamYard.
I just started about a week ago. I was so glad to see that because it wasn't there before.
Yeah, thanks, Debbie.
Deborah says, honey, Debbie, that's tonight. Ella's auction today at 1 o'clock. Myself, Amy, and Yvonne will be their guest on Ella's show today. Oh my goodness, so glad that you popped in, buddy. Wishing you. Yes, I was surprised to see him in the chat. I recognized the name immediately.
Yeah, it sucks being up here in Michigan, from being in Mexico where it's I think it's like a 98 degrees today, but here it was 80 degrees last week and it was 39 last night. So it's yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this weather, and I think I'm pretty much stuck here until March. Inside.
Wow.
Oh, inside, yeah. It's too freaking cold outside.
Awesome, Deborah. Great news. Congrats. Again, keeping her in our thoughts and prayers. That is great to hear.
Yeah, hospitals suck. It's better to be home to recuperate. Yes.
Yeah. So have you been able to find anything or get out like you would like to there, or are you having issues getting out?
No, they have actually, it's nice. There's a bus stop right up front. But the city of Battle Creek is losing a lot of funding with the Post cereal and Kellogg's, whereas they are shortening the bus scheduling down to like 8 to 2 in the afternoon. And with a lunch hour in between, they no buses. And no buses on the weekends either. So it is difficult. When I came back from Las Vegas, I flew into Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is about 100 miles, 200 miles from here, and about 100 miles. And it cost me $450 for a transport from the airport to here. Out of pocket. So it was, it sucked.
Yeah. Well, everyone is getting to that time. My numbers are going down, and so that gives me a chance to go ahead and close the show down. And thank y'all for coming out again. We do this every Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And also, don't forget this afternoon at 1 o'clock, I will be on with Ella, Saved Here First, as her guest. And the Dawn Southern Finds, Dawn and Susie Woozy will be going live at 12:30 from the Doghouse. So check that out as well. They had to move their show. Jennifer just dropped the link in the chat. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for that. James... It's cold here in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, Chicago is just right over there. It's I'm right between Detroit and Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Right in between.
And so with that being said, thank y'all so much for coming out and showing your love and support to the channel. And if you'd like to come on after the show's over, the link is at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to join us after the show is over. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear?
Adios.
Thank you.